Chapter 7 of the book Think and Grow Rich is Organized Planning, the crystallization of desire into action. So, in chapter 7, Hill emphasizes on the importance of having a well defined plan for one's goals. He argues that success in any endeavor requires planning, persistence, and the ability to adapt to changing circumstances. And then he outlines six major points for organizing one's thoughts and developing a plan for actions. These six steps are: decide a definite goal, create a detailed plan of action, develop a mastermind group, take immediate action, persist until you achieve your goal, and develop a positive mental attitude. Ally yourself with a group of as many people as you may need for the creation and carrying out of the plan or the plans for accumulation of money, making the use of mastermind group. So the mastermind group, I will explain them in chapter 9, to how to create it and to how to find people for your mastermind group and why it is important. Hill also states that temporary defeat should only mean the certain knowledge that there is something wrong with your plan. Millions of people go through life in misery and poverty because of the lack of a sound plan through which to accumulate riches or by which they can achieve success. Furthermore, in the chapter Organized Planning, he explains the 10 major attributes of leadership. So the first is unwavering courage, self-control, a keen sense of justice, definiteness of plans, definiteness of decisions, the habit of doing more than paid for, a pleasing personality, mastery of detail, willingness to assume full responsibility, cooperation. And there are two forms of leadership. The first, by far the most effective, is leadership by consent of and with the sympathy of followers. The second is the leadership by force, without the consent and sympathy of the followers. And no matter how great your empire is, with the leadership of force, one day it will collapse because your own people are against you. So it would be better to choose leadership by sympathy of your people. 10 major causes for the failure of your leadership. Number 1, inability to organize details. Number 2, unwillingness to render humble service. 3, expectations of pay for what they know instead of what they do with what they know. Fear of competition from followers, lack of imagination, selfishness, intemperance, disloyalty, emphasis of the authority of leadership, emphasis of title. When defeat comes, accept this as a signal that your plan is not sound. Rebuild those plans and set sail once more towards your coveted goals. If you give up before your goals have been reached, you are a quitter. And this quote that a quitter never wins and a winner never quits. Also, there is an inventory or maybe a questionnaire you can ask from yourself. These are 28 questions and they will help you find your pros and cons, your weaknesses and your strengths, which will help you in the journey of success. There are also 30 major causes of failures, and I believe that you should take a test of yourself to see how many of them are present in you. In the conclusion, overall, Hill's chapter on organized planning emphasizes the importance of having a clear goal, developing a plan of action, seeking input from others, taking action, persisting until the goal is achieved, and maintaining a positive mental attitude. These principles can be applied to any area of life, from business to personal relationships to health and fitness.